Uh, holy shit, man. This video is brought to you by the Run It Back Teespring store. Click the link in the description. Get all the Run It Back merchandise. Use the code RUNMY20 for 20% off. We have the brand new I'm Moving In With Joe, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid cartoons on bunk beds t-shirt. It's great. You should buy one for your grandma for Christmas. Also, I love Philly sports talk, and I love coffee. If you enjoy the Philly sports talk that I give you on a daily basis and you want to show your appreciation, go to buymeacoffee.com/runitback. We are at 7 supporters on there. Thank you, John. Is it John? Hold on a second. Let me just, I want to say thank you to the last supporter that we had. Thank you, Jordan, for buying me a coffee. And Jordan says, Brett Brown. And let me tell you something. Anybody that buys me a coffee and tells me Brett Brown is a friend of mine, okay? So thank you, Jordan. We're at 7 supporters on there. When we get 10 supporters, I'll do something crazy. I don't know what it is yet. Let me know in the comments what I should do live on YouTube or on a video. Something stupid, something crazy. Make it just ridiculous that I can do on camera for you guys when we get to 10 supporters on buymeacoffee.com/runitback. Let's get into this. Is it gonna snow? Is it gonna snow? I said, growing up when I was a kid, that's a figure of speech my mom said all the time. My dad, maybe. My parents used that figure of speech. Is it going to snow? Whenever I did something ridiculous, whenever I did something out of the ordinary as a teenager, like take out the trash or something, they'd be like, "What? Wait a minute. Did you just take out the trash? Is it going to snow? Is it going to snow? You just took out," you know what I'm saying? And what happened last night happened, and it's snowing outside right now. So I just want to throw that out there that, you know, is that a coincidence? I think not. I was more wrong about this game than I've ever been wrong about anything in my entire life. And I've been wrong plenty of times. But I just, and I know some of you are coming in the comments already on my last video, acting like you knew this was going to happen, acting, you know, but the thing is, you weren't saying anything yesterday. You weren't saying shit in the live stream. Now you want to pop up and be like, "Oh, this aged well. Oh, look at you, fucking hater. You fucking hater. This all you do is hate. Now look, you didn't believe. You didn't believe." 99% of you and the media and analysts and anybody else did not have any faith in this Eagles team with a rookie quarterback against the Saints defense. That's just the facts, and you know it, all right? And I will admit that I was wrong. But there were some of you, and I got to give you credit. There were some of you. I remember 1 or 2 people maybe in the live stream out of 170 people. I remember 1 or 2 of you that were like, "You don't have faith, you don't have faith, you don't have faith." And you're right. I don't have faith. I didn't have faith. And you did. And I got to give you credit for that. I got to give you credit for that. You believed in Jalen Hurts. Maybe it was false hope. Maybe it was you just saying it just to say it, but it happened. You were right. I got to give you credit. But let's just pump the brakes a little bit, okay? Let's pump the brakes a little bit. I want to tell you something that maybe you're not thinking about, okay? There were 2 situations in this game, and I'm not taking anything away from Jalen. Let me give Jalen Hurts credit, first of all. Or let me start there. Let me give Jalen Hurts credit, okay? He impressed the hell out of me. His poise, his pocket awareness, his decision-making impressed the hell out of me. I thought we were going to get a rookie quarterback out there who was going to try to be a hero, who was going to make stupid throws, who was going to make boneheaded plays, who was going to throw into double coverage, who was going to throw interceptions, who was going to... Jalen Hurts sat back there. He was patient. He was smart. He made great decisions. He didn't try to do too much. I mean, he played a great game against what was supposed to be the NFL's #1 ranked defense. He played a great game. He got the hell out of the pocket. You know, every single time a rusher got free, Jalen Hurts bounced. He was out of there. What did he have, 120 rushing yards? So the Saints did a horrendous job of spying on Jalen Hurts. I mean, he ran for 120 yards. You know what I'm saying? So he bounced out of the pocket and had a wide open field a lot. And I'm not taking anything away from him. Like I said, Jalen Hurts played a great game, impressed the hell out of me, and he should be the starter for the rest of the season. And I don't know what that means moving forward. But I just want to pump the brakes a little bit because there's a couple factors that come into play here, right? First of all, in the fourth quarter, Jalen Hurts threw a pick six that would have ended the game. He threw a pick six that would have ended the game, and it was dropped. All right, it was dropped. So we caught a break there, all right? Then with 1:30 seconds left in the game, we're trying to put it away. Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball, gave it back to the Saints with 1:30 seconds left. We caught a break there, okay? So I'm just saying, don't get ahead of yourself and think this is the savior and this Eagles team is now very, very good and is going to win the division, and go to the damn Super Bowl or something ridiculous like that, okay? Because you're going to see in the next couple of games, you're going to see it where that pick six doesn't get dropped, where that fumble with 1:30 seconds left gets picked up and returned for a touchdown. You're going to see things play out a little bit worse than they did yesterday. We caught breaks on certain things. But I still enjoyed what Jalen Hurts did. I still enjoyed it overall. I enjoyed it just because it's a different energy, and I was tired of watching Carson Wentz get his ass kicked every week. So it's nice to see. It's a breath of fresh air for this fan base in this shitty, horrible NFL season that we're having. So I'm happy for Jalen Hurts. He impressed the hell out of me. But let's take it easy a little bit, okay? Let's take it easy. The game plan and the play calling. Now, Doug Peterson got up in a press conference, and he said, to make Jalen Hurts comfortable as a rookie against this defense, we're going to have to run the ball. We're going to have more quick plays, motion plays, quick pass opportunities. And we were all like, where the hell was that with Carson Wentz? You know what I'm saying? Why would you drop Carson Wentz deep in the pocket 50 times a game this whole season when he's struggling the way he's struggling, and refuse to give Miles Sanders the ball? And now, because you put Jalen Hurts in the game, you're going to call quick pass plays, motions, and screens, and give Miles the ball again. That makes absolutely no sense. I can't figure it out. Some people have a conspiracy that it's more Carson Wentz. It's more Carson Wentz not allowing Doug to call to give him these play opportunities. It's Carson Wentz thinking that he knows more and checking away from runs, because Doug did say that in a press conference that a lot of those run plays were audibled into pass plays at the line of scrimmage. So some people believe that it's Carson Wentz actually calling these plays himself and putting him in this situation, and they think Jalen Hurts came in the game and listened to everything Doug Peterson said and thrived in this game. And that could be, if that's true, I'm not saying that is true, but if that's true, then there could be tension between Doug and Carson Wentz, and Doug is like, what the dude? You're making me look like a piece of shit. Everybody's coming at me, asking about my play calling and all this stuff, and you're the one audibling into pass plays and not running the plays I'm giving you to run. And now he puts Jalen Hurts in the game. He runs everything he gave him to run, and it looked better. I don't know if that's true. That's what some people are saying. I can't figure it out. I guess that's one possibility, right? This is just wild that the Eagles actually pulled this off. I want to give credit to the defense. I said the Saints ran for 200.5 yards per game in 3 straight games, and the Eagles were going to get destroyed, and we only gave up 96 rushing yards to this team. Now, again, a huge part of this was the Saints on the other side of the ball. Sean Payton gave the ball to Alvin Kamara 11 times. It gave the ball to Murray 4. He only ran the ball 14 times with his running backs, who were dominating for 3 straight games, for 9 straight games, actually. You know what I mean? He made Taysom Hill throw the ball 38 times, mostly from the pocket. I don't know if Sean Payton thought that was Drew Brees. I know Drew Brees was cleared from the COVID-19 thing last week, and they said he didn't practice, but maybe Sean Payton thought that Drew Brees was playing because he tried to make Taysom Hill a pocket passer this entire game, and he's not one. He's not good. He missed wide open throws. He had a couple nice ones, but you can't make Taysom Hill throw the ball from the pocket 38 times, and he only ran the ball 3. So the play calling on the Saints side of the ball didn't make any damn sense given the situation. But it probably has something to do with the fact that we went up 17-0. In the first half, so that's probably why they got away from that. But at the end of the day, you can't make Taysom Hill a pocket passer. That's not going to work. That's never going to work. And that's the first time in 9 games that they tried to do that. So I'm not really understanding it. There was a play where the interception Taysom Hill threw, he steps back, looks to his right, has a wide open man on 2nd and 7, decides not to throw it, tries to throw back across the field to Alvin Kamara, and it gets tipped and picked off by Calvin Ridley. And it's like, what is going on? That's what happens when you try to make a guy like Taysom Hill a pocket passer. And I said, yesterday I was saying it to E-Rock, I'm sure everybody thought this also, the only way for this Eagles team to have a chance against this Saints team is to make Taysom Hill make mistakes and make him turn the ball over. And to get that big interception right there was huge. And then a fumble. We got Javon Hargrave, I believe, forced the fumble from behind and recovered it. We had 5 sacks. So the defense holds the rushing attack to 96 yards. We get 5 sacks, an interception, and a forced fumble. It was huge. I don't know where this defense has been the whole season either. I really thought Alvin Kamara was going to knife through this defense at will, with ease. And we stood up to the challenge, and we held them. A couple nice passes from Taysom Hill. The touchdown to the touchdown to Emmanuel Sanders was huge. The touchdown to the tight end Cook into double coverage in the back of the end zone was huge. So Taysom Hill didn't play horribly. He had a 102 passer rating. You know what I'm saying? But the mistakes that he did make cost the Saints this game. And on the other side of the ball, our offensive line came out of nowhere. Where the fuck has this offensive line been this entire game, this entire season? Are you serious? Now that Carson Wentz is benched, all of a sudden the offensive line is going to block somebody? And it may have looked better than it really was because Jalen Hurts bounces out of the pocket as soon as somebody comes through, and Carson Wentz, on the other hand, stands there and gets blasted in the face. We all know that. We've seen it all season. But there was definitely plays where Jalen Hurts took a 5-step drop and stood there, and it looked like Tom Brady in New England, how much time he had to throw. I'm like, where did this offensive line come from? And people are telling me, and you're probably right, Jason Peters is not out there. Did getting 79-year-old Jason Peters out of there really change this offensive line for the better that much? I mean, why was he even playing in the first place? We had this discussion yesterday about front office personnel and ownership and all these people that are stubborn and arrogant that force a coach to play somebody because they paid them a lot of money, and maybe that's what was happening with Jason Peters. To pay a 38-year-old offensive lineman is just fucking stupid in the first place, right? But Jason Peters is finally not on the field. You got Jack Driscoll, Nate Herbig, Jordan Mailata, all these guys out here. Hungry dogs run faster, right? Young, hungry dogs out there. And the offensive line blocks doesn't look like crap. I can't even believe it. And I took a screenshot of the hole that they opened up for Miles Sanders on that 82-yard run and posted it on Twitter. And I said, where has this offensive line been the whole season? It's crazy. Again, the offensive line, when somebody gets through, Carson Wentz gets blasted in the face. Jalen Hurts bounces out of the pocket. The Saints did a horrible job of spying on Jalen Hurts. Every time he bounced out of the pocket, he had the entire field to run. Let's talk about Miles Sanders for a second because Doug Peterson gave him the ball. Except in the third quarter. We went up 17-0. The offense went stale in the third quarter. Doug abandoned the run. We all thought, oh, here we go. Here we go. We're back. We are back. Doug Peterson is back. The Saints are going to come back and win this game. Doug's not giving the ball to Miles anymore. Doug's calling pass play. Here we go, right? We go for it on 4th and 2 on a read option. Jalen gives Miles the ball on the left side of the field with Malcolm Jenkins. More coffee, man. Names aren't coming to me right now. Malcolm Jenkins shows blitz on the left side, and Hurts gives Miles the ball right in front of him. That's a mistake by Hurts. That's an RPO. He has to hold, or it's a read option. He has to hold the ball and go to the right side of the field. You can't give your running back the ball. You got to see that safety coming down, right? Mistake by Hurts. But again, rookie quarterback, and that's not that terrible of a mistake. It wasn't a good play call on 4th and 2. In the first place. And we have a 4th and 1 where Doug decides he's going to run a QB sneak, which was, again, a horrible play call. There's so many plays that have been working in this game with Jalen Hurts with the read options and all of these things. And he threw a touchdown on 4th and 2. So on that 4th and 1, why not let him throw the ball? He tried to QB sneak it. It was the worst QB sneak I've ever seen. He runs right into Jason Kelce's ass. I always call him Travis Kelce, and you guys roast me for that. But that was probably the worst QB sneak I've ever seen. But the 4th and 2, where Hurts throws a touchdown, was mind-boggling. It was. I mean, he sat back there in the pocket. He made his reads. He made the right decision. He threw a perfect ball to Alshon Jeffrey, who pushed off. And last week he was called for that push off. This week he wasn't called for that push off. But beautiful ball, perfectly thrown. I got to give Jalen Hurts credit for his poise, his accuracy, his decision making. It was impressive. Miles Sanders still didn't get the ball as much as he should have, right? But he made the most out of his opportunities. An 82-yard run helps him out, of course, but he averaged 8 yards a carry. And he still has to have more than 15 carries in a game. He has to. Why can't we get a game where Miles Sanders has 25? Why? I don't understand it. I don't. Also, a lot of quick plays were run. Like I said, the game plan from the beginning, I didn't think Doug was going to do it. I thought he was going to revert back to his old self, but a lot of quick plays were ran. The Jalen Reagor screens were effective. The dump-offs to Miles Sanders, who decided to catch the ball for Jalen Hurts, by the way. He normally drops those balls for Carson Wentz, but Miles was catching the ball out of the backfield. There was quick plays, screens, all of these things. The game plan looked like what it should look like. I just can't figure out why the game plan doesn't look like that for Carson Wentz. And to me, it's starting to look like maybe it's Carson Wentz out here checking these play calls and doing it himself, because I can't think of anything else. What else we got here? So the offense goes stale in the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter, we bring it back, and it looks creative again. And Jalen Hurts is thrown over the middle. We get a Jalen Reagor end around. I mean, where did this motion offense come from? And we drive all the way down the field and get Miles Sanders in the end zone for a touchdown to basically seal the deal. The offensive line on the goal line pushed the defensive line into the end zone. Where did the offensive line come from? Where did any of this stuff come from? I just cannot figure it out. Somebody help me. Somebody help me figure it out. All right, so, I mean, ridiculous win. Totally unexpected. I was 100% wrong. I'm going to own that. You guys can roast me all you want if you were one of those people that was saying I should have faith and the Eagles had a chance in this game. Roast me all you want. I really don't care. Let's talk about what this means moving forward, right? Because Doug Peterson, apparently, I didn't watch the press conference, but Doug Peterson is reluctant to say Jalen Hurts is starting next week. And he's just doing that for the media. He's just doing that so the other team maybe will be like, well, who are they going to start? Are they going to start Carson? Now we can't game plan because we don't know which quarterback we're getting. I get that. That's why he's doing it. But anybody with a brain knows Jalen Hurts is starting next week. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to understand that, right? If Doug Peterson, he's not going to do it, okay? But if Doug Peterson would come out and start Carson Wentz next week, that would be fireable. That would be a fireable offense, right? You absolutely can't do that at this point. You can't do that. The season was lost. You benched Carson. Jalen came in and beat the 9-2 Saints, who won 9 games in a row and had the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL. The facts are the facts. You can say the defense won the game. You can say the defense and the game planning won the game. You can choose to give Jalen Hurts no credit whatsoever if you don't want to. But the facts are Jalen Hurts did his damn thing out there. He made great decisions. He played the game smart. He didn't make any huge mistakes. Well, he did, but it was dropped. The fumble ended up not costing us. Listen, Jalen Hurts won the game. He did. He did it, okay? You got to give credit where credit is due. I think you're going to see a lot more of those mistakes come to fruition in the next couple of games. You know, that pick 6 that was dropped and the fumble and all that kind of stuff. But you got to give Jalen Hurts credit where it's due, and he's definitely going to start next week. That's not a thing. You know what I mean? But what does this mean moving forward for Carson Wentz? You know what I mean? Because if Jalen Hurts, let's just say that he wins out. Let's just say that Jalen Hurts wins the rest of the games this season and looks phenomenal. Let's say Jalen Hurts looks phenomenal for 5 straight games. Then what do? Then you got a big-ass issue, right? Because you got Carson Wentz on the max contract, and you basically at that point would want to roll with Jalen Hurts and do a little bit of a rebuild in the offseason, get rid of some of these old guys, get rid of some of these bad contracts, start the whole thing over. And, you know, Howie Roseman and Doug Peterson probably would be leaning towards that also because they want to save their own jobs, right? And then you got to try to trade Wentz. And is there a team out there that would want Wentz and take on that contract? You know, the Colts, Frank Reich would probably love to have Carson Wentz. You know, Phillip Rivers is 90 years old and has 12 kids and lots of other things to do. You know, he would probably love to have a 27-year-old Carson Wentz, and Frank Reich probably believes that he could fix Carson and get him back to his MVP type of form. So I think the Colts would definitely make it happen. I think the New England Patriots would make it happen because, you know, they're definitely probably not sold on Cam Newton, and Cam Newton's pretty much at the end of his career after all the injuries, losing all of his fire, and he's just not an accurate pocket passer and isn't doing much over there in New England. And, you know, New England Bill Belichick, if he could get a hold of Carson Wentz, I think could get him back to his MVP form. But if Jalen Hurts wins out and looks impressive in all of these games, then it's time. Because not just for the Eagles, for Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz needs a change of scenery. The organization has let him down. The coaching staff has let him down. The GM has let him down insurmountably. You know, Carson Wentz needs a change of pace and a change of scenery. You know, people in this organization are starting to not believe in him. There's players in the team that are on the Jalen Hurts side and all this. You know, like Carson, his agent has to be telling him, like, bro, you got to ask for a trade. You have to. This situation is not something you should be a part of anymore, right? And if Jalen Hurts wins out, then this situation is something Carson Wentz should want nothing to do with and should ask for a trade. And I think that would be the right move at the end of the season. In the long run, does that make this Eagles team a contender? No. There's still tons of work that has to be done. But, you know, you're going to roll with the 22-year-old kid moving forward if he ends up impressing in the next couple of games. I really think that's what's going to happen. Give me all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please give me a 5-star rating and a review. We are at 85 ratings. When we get to 100, we will give away another Run It Back t-shirt. Thank you all for listening to me. Thank you for roasting me in the comments for being as wrong as I've ever been about anybody or anything in my life. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.